Hi, everyone. My name is Mingling Fang. I'm Education Research Librarian. So this is our unit. We have 4 librarians on Parnassus campus and 2 librarians in Zuckerberg San Francisco General. So the UCSF library, we spent millions of dollars to try to provide a rich collection. So you can see we have books and journal subscriptions and over hundreds of databases. We are living in the age of information explosion. I think we all have experience to search PubMed. You can see in just one database, the PubMed database, they have over 29 million records. Embase have 32 million. Web of Science have 71 million. So let alone the Google Scholar. Always we run the Google Scholar search, we have hundreds of millions result. So since I am the education research librarian, one day I walked in the reference office, a well-known doctor waiting in the living room drinking the coffee, and he asked me for help. I said, okay, I put my staff, then I help you. So we sat down, worked together 10 minutes. I found the information, and I looked at his face. He dropped his jaw. So he told me he spent the whole day Sunday looking for the information. He was so overwhelmed. He cannot find the information. He was so frustrated. So I'm not going to ask you raise your hand. Do you also have that moment? I think we all do. So we have a dedicated staff to help you, to support the faculty in teaching, patient care, and research. So I'm going to talk about the classes. We provide the classes and the individual consultation. You can come to a class or you can Zoom in the class. We offer the class consultation on Parnassus, Mission Bay, Zuckerberg, San Francisco General, even VA Hospital. And also we can, if you are too busy, you can come to the library, we can come to your lab, we can come to your department. We offer the regular classes and also customized classes. So what the subject we offer for the class, we focus on literature searching to help you to find the evidence so you can have high quality evidence to practice your evidence-based medicine. We also provide the classes focus on how you can manage your references in very organized way. So we teach NO, RefWorks, Rotera, Mendeley, and definitely I think the copyright issues, this is very important these days. And also we help you to look for the funding opportunity, potential collaborator, and how you can do the systematic review. We spend a lot of time outreach to the faculty, and we try to provide the curriculum integrated classes. We have some experience. The students actually come to us and crying because they cannot meet the deadline for their COM exam. So this is our focus. We try to collaborate with the faculty, develop the partnership, and also all of the classes integrate to their courses. So those are the classes I want to give you some idea. So for example, we partner with the school medicine over the sessions in Wikipedia courses, find the information at clinical speed with the school nursing. We offer the guest lectures in master program, research method, population health, DMP, a brand new online program. We offer the lectures to support their evidence-based practice. And the PhD program, we teach a systematic review. And I think you all know we already have several years the master online program for health administration and interprofessional leadership. We also offer the session to support their advanced scholarship in health services research. For the School of Dentistry, we work with the faculty. We provide the classes on search methodology, and also RefWorks. To support, so those are the area we really support faculty in teaching, and the other area we focus on the systematic review. I think you probably already know in 2011, the Institute of Medicine, they published a standard for conducting systematic review. So we teach a class, we provide the consultation, we also co-author for systematic review. Especially I think UCSF with so many faculty looking for the funding opportunity, so we do provide the class, provide the consultation session to help you to find the funding opportunity or help you to find the potential collaborators. So this is one of the evidence to show you the rapidly increased amount of the published systematic review. So again, I want to emphasize the three things. One, efficiency, because you're so busy. Two, quality, we try to provide you the standard. The three, compliance. If you have any question regarding to copyright, we are here. So again, contact us, we can come to you. Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Annalisa Taylor and I am the head of scholarly communication at the library. What I mean by scholarly communication is the system for creating and disseminating and preserving scholarly research outputs, and what's encompassed in that are traditional publications such as peer-reviewed journals, journal articles, and books, but also this encompasses more emerging and informal networks. The library has expertise in things such as preprint servers and peer review systems, and then the services and components that accompany these publishing outputs, such as ways to measure impact and attention that's garnered by research outputs, such as article citations and altmetrics, which measure things like social media mentions and being picked up by news outlets and blogs and so forth, and policy. Open access publishing is a significant component of scholarly communication, and by open access I mean the immediate free access to content online that has broad reuse rights associated with it. The reason that there is such a focus on open access publishing is that the current subscription model is financially unsustainable. It's a very expensive model. The costs are constantly going up, and there's more and more publications that are coming out and more content that's included in those publications. Library budgets are strained, university budgets are strained, and not only that, but these systems are closed systems. The content remains behind a paywall, and it's also restrictive. It doesn't allow rights to people to access it unless they have subscription access or they pay for access, and it also restricts what you can actually do with that content. So there's been a significant amount of attention at UCSF in opening up scholarly publication. There's a couple of open access policies that are in place that affect all UC faculty and staff. And there's funding that's provided by the Academic Senate for publishing open access. There's also been some movement by faculty, the UC-wide Faculty Senate, that put together a list of 18 principles and rights for transforming scholarly communication from a closed to an open system. And the UCSF Library itself has, with support by the Faculty Senate and the Provost as well, signed on to an initiative called the Open Access 2020, or OA 2020, and this basically expresses our intent to start transforming our expenditures from paying for closed paywall journal subscriptions to paying for open access publication for UCSF authors. You can find out more about a couple of the initiatives that I just talked about. The UC open access policies protect the right for all UC authors to make their published scholarly articles, their final manuscript version of those articles, available in an open access repository. eScholarship is the UC-based open access publishing platform, and there's information at that URL about how these policies work, and the library can assist with how to take advantage of these policies and get your content available in eScholarship. I mentioned the Open Access Publishing Fund. This is a faculty-funded fund. And it is to help faculty who don't have grant funds to pay for the open access publishing costs, or maybe their grant funds expired before the publication was submitted or accepted for publication. You can find out more about that fund at the URL provided here, and that fund also goes to supporting some some data science initiatives as well. And the last thing I'll mention is that there is a negotiation with the publisher Elsevier that's underway at this time. The way that UCSF provides access to journal subscriptions is for the most part through deals that the UC libraries negotiate with publishers. So we get access as one UC-wide consortium. That's true for the journals that Elsevier publishes on the Science Direct platform. Our current contract expires at the end of 2018, and so the UC libraries are negotiating with Elsevier for a renewed contract starting in 2019. And for the first time, we are trying a couple of things. We have a couple of goals, which is both to reduce the amount that we're paying as a UC-wide system to Elsevier. We are currently spending $10 million every year UC-wide, and that's just for the journal paywalled content. There's also about another $1 million that individual authors pay to publish their articles open access with Elsevier. So we're trying to sort of bring those under one umbrella agreement. And we're trying to pay Elsevier less, but also to encompass open access publishing for all UC authored articles in any of those Elsevier journals. And part of the, excuse me, and part of the reasoning for this is that the UC system contributes significantly through authorship of articles in Elsevier journals, editing of journals, and peer review. And that really contributes to the success and to the profitability of Elsevier's journals, which you can see they have very, very healthy profits. We are hosting a town hall. The library is hosting a town hall along with the Academic Senate next Monday, a week from today, here at the Mission Bay campus in Byers Auditorium. It's going to be from 11 to 1 p.m., and that includes a reception. I encourage you to visit the URL here to find out more about this town hall and to register. If you can't attend in person, we will also be live streaming that and recording it for later viewing. And if you have any interest in any of these topics, please visit our webpage where we have more information about scholarly publishing and open access. Please feel free to contact me if you'd like me to visit your class or department or for one-on-one consultation. You can either see my office hours on the webpage here or send me an email. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Carla Lindquist. I'm the scientific lead for the Data Science Initiative, and these are my colleagues Ariel Deerdorf, Jeff Boucher, and Joanna Kang. So what is the Data Science Initiative? So our mission is to help build computational and data science skills for the UCSF community, and we value diversity and inclusion in all senses, including we welcome people at all stages of their career and skill levels. We value open science, so we try to focus on helping people learn how to use free and open source software, for example. We value community, so we try to help people or encourage people to help each other, as well as to empower people to develop their skills on their own. And we value being responsive, so we love to hear your suggestions and requests. So what do we actually do? We teach free classes in the form of usually 2 or 3 hour standalone workshops in data science topics. Usually these are kind of introductory to the data science topic. We also offer free one-on-one consultations where we can help you determine how to move forward on your own with your project or computational skill training, or if you need more extensive and in-depth help with your computational project, we can also refer you to, for example, CTSI. And we also lead programming meetups about twice per month where we offer free pizza. So our areas of expertise are in data management, sharing, and visualization, so we can help you understand best practices for those topics, as well as for you to meet requirements for those those things. And then also we teach a lot of programming workshops in R, Python, SQL, and Unix. And if you're really serious about learning R or Python, for example, you can attend one of our quarterly 2 full-day workshops introducing you to these 2 languages. I think the next one is coming up in early March. And then we have also bioinformatics and statistics expertise. So how can you use our services? So if you want to take one of our classes in person, you can go to the tiny.ucsf.edu DSI calendar where you can see classes coming up in the next couple of months. If you're more interested in doing some self-study, you can go to the tiny URL DataSci. All of our materials for all of our workshops are available for free there. And then if you want to book a consultation, you can go to the tiny URL and book DSI. And if you're on Twitter, you should follow us at UCSF Live Data Sci. This is where we first announce our workshops, so this is where you can get, you can find out about those and get links to registration sites immediately. And then if you prefer email, we also have a newsletter, monthly email newsletter that goes out, so you can sign up for that on our website, or you can email us at librarydatasci@ucsf.edu. And like I said, we're always open to questions and suggestions and even offers to collaborate on developing new workshops. Thank you.